Okay, guys. So I was looking at graduate school in New Jersey because I may or may not go to the one in Australia. Actually, I dropped that. I dropped it. So if I go to graduate school, I have to reapply it once again. Um, and it occurred to me what I found out to share for my video diary is there are three types of post high school uh, universities, colleges, even graduate programs, and they're based on three types of accreditations. And some schools have that. I don't know. They're called like academic, college, accredited, whatever. There are basically three types. The biggest type is focused on education. The second biggest type is focused on teacher quality, right? Instructor quality, and the third type is focused on outcome. So as the these are such fine lines, right? They draw because like these definitions, like we focus on education, not instructor quality, like not the teacher quality, right? Education, but not the teacher quality, like that one. And this one, we focus on outcome, not the quality of the teacher or the quality of the education, but the outcome, right? So it's like you don't focus on the education, just the quality of the teacher, or you don't focus on the quality of the teacher, just on the education. So what is it going to be? I think in terms of education, um, they have the view education is sort of like the classical Greek education. You kind of have a dialogue with the classroom. You have a dialogue with the teacher, in addition to doing your homework and doing assignments. That's sort of like education and sort of like the life. The whole collegiate life. It can be very enriching because you meet all sorts of people. Versus the third one. You know what the third one is? Focus on outcome. You go to class, you take notes, and you go home. That's the third one. It sounds bad, right? Right? But you know what? I have to tell you, right? The third one, which is focus on outcome, you go to class, you take notes, and you go home, right? But I have to tell you, for some people, if that's their lifestyle, it probably works out better because the third one, focus on outcome, I think is the cheaper one. Is the cheaper one, and the one focused on education is the more expensive one because it includes like the social life, so like as part of your education, like I'm not talking about just parties, but I'm talking about like group work and all that stuff, right? Like the school atmosphere and all that stuff, right? That's why it's also the most popular accreditation, like the largest accreditation, because most universities, when you think about them, the campus and the student body and all that stuff, that's what education means. Whereas you focus on outcome, you go to class, you take notes, you go home, right? And then you study, you do the test, and then you go back home. Depends on your lifestyle. In the middle, I guess in the middle they might have you doing like speeches in front of the class, more in class presentations and participation. Focus on the teacher, what the teacher can draw out of you. Whereas the third one is like based on test results and assignments. The second one is based on what the teacher can draw out of you. I think it's a combination of like learning the curriculum plus um, Toastmasters. I think it's like that. And then and then the first one, the most popular, focuses on education where you gotta stay after class, you gotta hang out with people in the cafeteria, you gotta be nice to people, you gotta join clubs. You know what I mean? That's what people think of as education. And it's also the most expensive. So it's up to you. But that's what I found in New Jersey, if I ever get there. If I ever get there. Why don't you just If I ever get there. Yeah.